Yaga. Guys, I wanted to make this video just basically because of what happened with me yesterday. A few events which I thought was quite interesting. Guys, the Matrix is consistently testing us, especially us awakened, us sentient beings. And I'm not going to come and act like I'm perfect, because a lot of the time I actually don't pass these tests, because these tests, when you pass the test, you go up, your discernment gets better, you start understanding what these things are, and you sort of learn from the experience. Yesterday's test for me was I bumped into someone from the narcissistic friend group from my past, and we were having a conversation, and during the conversation he was sort of telling me about what he was doing, about his life, and in response I gave away some information about myself. Now, not anything that I believe he could sabotage per se. However, when I left there, that feeling of, I think I said too much, came. So it's that feeling that you have afterwards is discernment. It's most high. It's source reminding you to try to refrain from doing that. It's a trick that these people play on us. They know you're empathic. They start telling you about all their problems, and this happened to my parents, so I had to do this, and blah blah blah. And we fall into the pattern of safety. We fall into this pattern of this person has some humanity. They're actually tricking us. We actually fall into our oversharing behaviors. So look out for this. Another test that I believe I had is that walking around, sometimes somebody is talking and you get into a conversation about something that you both like, and the person isn't of what you may deem as the usual, what you would be attracted to. Now, this has happened to me on a few occasions where I would speak to somebody randomly, have a conversation with someone, and once they've left, I would think to myself, that was interesting. This is something that we are gonna come across on our journey. This kind of your taste changing. So the person that is now, it won't be apparent to you, but the person that you're supposed to be friends with in a platonic way, or even in a as a relationship way, it won't be very easy to spot them, because they'll be it's a very normal interaction you have. You'll notice that in the past, people that you ended up being the honey pots, or these situationships we've got into with people, it happened very fast. So the actual healthy relationship you're going to have with people, and with people who may become a part of your new timeline, it will be quite a calm conversation, and it'll feel just natural. And I had that recently. If it was yesterday, I think it was as well. And when the person left and I left, I felt kind of like that was nice. It wasn't the instant gratification that we usually have with these narcopaths, where it's all fast, gear 5. So I believe as we continue our healing journey, we will stop going after this lustful interactions, these high dopamine interactions. I believe we will have less of them, and I believe that we will begin to make connections with more healthier people, and the healthier people or interactions will be a lot more of a slower, kind of a calm, kind of a more measured, neutral feeling. It will be actually something that you won't even recognize. So I'm hoping that I have more of these interactions with people who seem to be on the same wavelength without them pretending. I'm hoping that I'm able to not fall for any more of these honey traps, because these honey traps, what they tend to do is they set us back on our healing journey. They take us off our path, and they keep us trapped on the timeline of a sort of a low vibrational timeline, which we don't want to be on. So it resets you as well. So what happens is, if you're on a trajectory, so you're actually growing and moving up, when you get with these people, you end up coming down. You end up falling back into your old habits. You end up in your old patterns. You end up in scenarios, in places, reconnected with faces that you really actually are trying to rid yourself of. So we just want to start recognizing these other light workers, start recognizing Earth Angel, which may appear to you in forms that you least expect.